Still being tortured. 7/21 tortured. Drugged me last night. Woke up. They got me up 12. And I got 100 mosquito bites the last few hours. They got them running at me right now. They done drilled these holes deep in my tooth, into my gums, microwave my head, like these eye taps. And we got a lot of reasons for somebody by now to put their foot down like, yo, this is enough. Like, what are y'all doing? You got suicides by law enforcement. You got car accidents by law enforcement and correction. You got planes down, hundreds of lives lost. You got you got military planes down. You got military planes disappeared. You got all this happening right after I said you got explosions. You got fires. You got dozens of people affected that was made to yell at me or promote this or me led to perceive them by hearing their voice or thinking of their location to perceive them. All in the headlines and different things transpiring, their relatives, and they still sitting around simulating my voice day in, day out, false testimony. So what? Don't worry, he's not coming back. What about all the lives lost? What about all the people affected? And they still got him sitting like it's about him. No, it's about that Ark of the Covenant, Ark of Gabriel, Holy Grail, Higgs boson. But at the end of the day, like, we know this now, and it's crazy because you can't be a cop. You can't be corrections. You can't even be a government official or military official, like learning or research official, to know you got all this murder, mayhem, death, destruction, pandemonium, and turmoil tied to your promotions, manipulation, misinformation, and propaganda on this one individual who has no loss of life. This is all organ harvesting, the color of his skin, and the gifts he holds. And the thing is, what you want to take control of, to have it work for you in your hateful manner. And your racist and your bias, your bigotry, your selfish and insecure manner. And you have people of these same, like people, places, and things come up in the same values. They sitting amongst you. And now, if they didn't know about decades ago, Rhode Island nightclub fires, Staten Island ferries, blackouts, Carnegie delis and Wendy's massacres and shit connected with setups like this. Then you come recent, the last decade, you got Valhallas, you got Bronx derailments, you got Harlem derailments, you got East Second Avenue explosions, you got Chelsea massive fires, you got crashes, you got deaths, suicides, overdoses, disappearances. Like, you got so much connected with those meant to do me harm, relatives or directly, or association, companies, corporations. Like, you got $2 billion lost with Alphabet Inc. You got Lockheed Martin taking wild hits right now. Stigma in reference to the F-35. You got the Boeing taking consistently. Like, you got other companies being affected, and you still made to sit here and say, not that's a coincidence no more, that, yo, we see it, okay, we understand it, but don't worry, he not coming back, and don't worry this. What about all the families? That's 400 people if you add the 3 planes, the 2 Boeing 737s and the Russian airliner alone. What about the families? What about them officers? 3 suicides back to back after I went to the 77th to find out that y'all never even had a court date because y'all been sitting framing me and telling me suicide and you got to kill yourself. You got no other choice. Do the right thing. Either kill yourself or be killed. That's what I'm being told. And you got people inside the precinct taunting me about the suicide. And I emphasize to go check for a warrant declared. And then I get pressed and basically told to leave before I ask for a court date to show it's no court date. That's why you frame and simulating my voice, making shit up to cover this organ harvesting. And then next thing you know, suicide behind suicide days later. That was May 31st. Same shit happened with the car accidents. Y'all kept Carter, put him in the car accident. He don't drive. Give him some money, put him in the cab, send him somewhere. Car accident. Next thing you know, y'all worked it all the way up to 4:30. I made the declaration. Within 72 hours, you would have one. And within 30 days, you would have another one. They would keep happening until y'all stopped torturing me and corrected those that did wrong towards those I cared for. Within 24 hours, you had a cop there, NYPD, Long Island or Hempstead. And within 3 weeks later, NIC, Rikers, CO, on his way home, he crashed, get thrown from his car, end up in Montefiore, rest up. Like, at the end of the day, all respect to their family. It's not me. It's these motherfuckers that's holding me hostage and torturing and sodomizing and drilling holes in my mouth and microwaving me and starving me or overfeeding me with glass, wood chips, paint chips, staples, and different things, twisting my intestines, using implants to torture me. It's dumb. It's dumb. I'm just the one bringing you the detail on what's gathered while I'm being tortured. You know, if you gullible and a follower of manipulated mindset, enslaved mentally, mind controlled, just weak or unattended, most time you might miss that. Because I'm listening to this gremlin shit they got around me. So I don't knock you, but please, I ask you, pay attention. This has been going on for decades. So if you get misled about a matter of days or weeks or a few months, come on, this has been going on for decades. You had 100 dead February 20th, 2003. That right there. Like, come on, Valhalla, you had what happened there. Like, you been having this shit. They said they was notified from the town of Valhalla. That's why I keep mentioning that anything after Valhalla should fall on the heads of those that's orchestrating my torture now. Just like the Philippines was well aware of the Bronx derailments December 1st, 2013. But they came differently. It seemed like those with Valhalla, they're vindictive. You're a super weapon, whoever has you had the world domination. We're not going to let you fall in the hands of somebody else. They have the advantage. Ark of the Covenant, Ark of Gabriel, keep giving me a needle in my left thigh. So I got so much they keep microwaving me. Like this is terrible, boy. Like, but at the end of the day, it's going to all make sense. Double copy everything. Like I said, when they force him to fight for oxygen and they force him into the streets, it's public access. You can make bags. I know where you could take them. But once they force, I'm gonna make sure to emphasize and you take it there. You heard, no matter what. If you see me out asking for something, drop a little change on them. Drop me a bullhorn or something so I can get the word. I can see it, keep taking my voice, sticking needles in my corroborated arteries, cut my ear canal open. You see all these nerves and shit like that. Muscles tightening in my jaw, torturing me. Well, just like they tortured my grandmother, raping her, sodomizing her, beating her, starving her, cutting her open, blood everywhere, then laughing, taunting me for weeks on end. Your whole family dead. Yeah, I watched what you did to my grandmother, but at the end of the day, they got people from the same communities promoting this, and somebody supposed to step by there like, yo, listen, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like, what are we doing? You know, at the end of the day, just double copy everything. Ark of the Covenant, Kareem Lake Chad Foster. KAREAMLECHAZFOSTER.